Miyazaki once called AI art an insult to art itself, but now, thanks to the internet, he's become quite the AI art himself, and I'll explain. AI art used to be novelty, it used to be straight up nightmare fuel, very much cursed images, not accurate at all, blurry, surreal, just bad. Thanks to ChatGPT's newest tool, Images for ChatGPT, it has turned into something pretty eerie, very precise and accurate. Depth, shadows, even the text, it's really all there. And naturally, people have seized on this moment to recreate things on the internet that make us pretty comforted in aesthetic, which is Studio Ghibli. The dreamy and nostalgic style of Miyazaki Studio Ghibli, it's been everywhere. You can look at Lo-Fi Girl for an example, but now it is really a one-click formula. At first it was wholesome. People were turning their pets into animated protagonists, and couples transformed into selfies, and families got Ghibli-fied. It was AI art commissions without the commission. And then obviously things take a turn, as it does on the internet. It went from cutesy nostalgia to sheer absurdity at a lightning clip. I'm talking some of the most crazy historical moments that I don't want in the script, so I will just link the pictures here, or I will hint at the pictures here. Even CEO Sam Altman swapped his profile picture for a Ghibli-fied self-portrait. Yeah, officially OpenAI does have rules. The GPT-4o system card says the model won't mimic living artists by name. But Miyazaki is still very much alive, and it hasn't stopped anybody. OpenAI spokesperson said and definitely confirmed the model doesn't block depictions of adult public figures, and that, quote, violence in artistic, creative, or fictional context is generally allowed. And while users shouldn't upload any images they do not have ownership of or own in a legal sense, it definitely hasn't prevented the shit ton of people who have uploaded historical images, photos, and have reimagined them in a Ghibli-type fashion. And if you didn't think there was a website collecting the most egregious examples of it, you'd be wrong, because there absolutely is a website that does just that. And again, ChatGPT claims to block direct requests for real people. If you try to generate a picture of Mark Zuckerberg eating spaghetti, it will refuse to do that. But if you tweak the prompt and describe the social media tech exec with a penchant for gold chains and a courtroom appearance, and suddenly, all of a sudden, you will have an AI image of Zuckerberg. It's not magic. It is just loopholes. It is better prompting. It is more specific and roundabout prompting. OpenAI is not a stranger to lawsuits, and they don't seem very afraid of this new trend either. Authors, media outlet, and several artists have accused OpenAI of scraping their work without their permission. We all remember that Scarlett Johansson nearly sued over their voice cloning that sounded eerily close to hers. And the company still to this day remains pretty vague about how they use the data it collects and how they leverage that data. They have argued in courtrooms that it transforms the content rather than just copying it, leveraging that AI is used as a tool to make something and transform something, not just rip it off. But it's not just Miyazaki's work being replicated here. AI models churn out images in the styles of Rick and Morty, Wallace and Gromit, The Simpsons, South Park, you name the animation, there is an AI for it. There's always an AI for it. So let's ask, where did OpenAI get that data? How does OpenAI have the data to actually mimic and output images that look just like it? It's a good question, and the company won't answer it. Unlike other artists, Miyazaki has weighed in way back in 2016 on how they feel about AI art. In 2016, he was shown an image of AI art, and yeah, AI has changed a lot since then in its ability to output, but his response was pretty clear. Quote, I am utterly disgusted. He called it an insult to life itself. Not just to art itself, but to life itself. And the internet turned Miyazaki in to AI art himself. AI-generated art of Miyazaki was the final stab here. Anyway, a wild story, a wild turn of events. What will OpenAI do? Will they be sued? Will Miyazaki further respond to this? You know, they did turn him into an AI art, which is sort of an insult to him. Anyway, until next time.